everyone, this is Kristen. I am submitting my final project for strategic thinking and innovation, where we had to create our own innovation. Before I get into that, I was going to talk about how I came up with the idea and what was my thinking process for the final project. So we were charged to find something, a new creative innovation that hasn't been discovered yet. So of course, probably like most of you, I sat and thought of, have I ever said in my life, man, I wish somebody would invent this. And if I have, check and see if any of that's been invented. And it has. And then I thought of some other things that I just knew hadn't been invented yet because I'd never seen it before. And a quick Google search and Amazon search did prove to me that it had been invented. So then I finally thought of, okay, what in my life would be great? What would make my life easier? What do I do either daily or seasonally that's just a drag, and I would just really like something to make that easier. So first I thought about being a student because that's who I am right now, and working mom, and anything that would help student life, and I ran into several brick walls. And then finally I thought of what would help my mom life, what would make momming easier. Um, and I thought of flashback to back in the summertime whenever I would take my 3-year-old to the pool. We would go for the sunscreen, and that was just the worst process that you could imagine with a 3-year-old. They're impatient, they are ready to get in the pool, they don't want to sit and wait for sunscreen, they don't, it takes too long, and then it has to dry, and then, you know, we missed a spot, and did we get it all, and they're wiggling and everything because they're just ready to go. So the sunscreen process just took a very long time. So I thought of something to make that easier would be perhaps a sunscreen glove, and that would be a glove that you would use to apply the sunscreen. They would be completely disposable. I was thinking probably something, the glove portion would be like a latex glove, like what you use in the healthcare industry or the food industry, just, run-in-the-mill latex gloves. And then on the palm of it right here would be a absorbent pad-like thing that has the sunscreen on it. So this part would just be the glove, and this part would have the sunscreen on it here. So in my mind, this would be great because then the glove's completely disposable. So you'd be able to throw that away, wouldn't have to keep up with it, wouldn't have to worry about losing it or leaving it, at the park or at the pool or wherever you go, the beach. You would just throw them away when you're done. But it would also prevent sunscreen getting on the applier's hands versus putting it on the child or the other person or even yourself. You wouldn't get any of it on your hands. My sister, she likes to tan, so she likes tanning lotions instead of sunscreen. She wants to enhance her tan. So she pitches a fit and hates to help me put sunscreen on them because she doesn't want to get the sunscreen on her hands. So she always has to go wash her hands and rub it down and then put her own stuff on. So this would prevent, getting the sunscreen on your hand, is it would be just, the glove would protect it, and there would just be absorbent part on this side that would have the sunscreen on it. What makes this innovation different from what's out there right now is there are lotions and sprays that you can use for sunscreen, but with the lotion, you're guesstimating how much you might need. I think I might need this much, and nope, I need more, and my hands are now greasy, or nope, I got too much, now I need to rub it on my towel. You're guesstimating the whole time on how much you're going to need. So the better part with this innovation is it would just be absorbent right here. If you don't use it all, great, you can put it on the next kid. If you use it all, which would be, hard to do, but if you, use it all, just grab another pair and you're done. You don't have to keep, reapplying. It's just, one and done. And then the aerosol cans, I don't like using those personally on my child just because I don't like aerosol and things being in the air, and what if she sucks it up, and is that good for her lungs and things like that. So I personally don't like the aerosol cans. I use it, on myself sometimes, but I guess I don't care as much about my lungs, but I just don't like using it on her. So it would, defeat the dangers of breathing in chemicals and everything else and getting in the lungs of a small child if you just have this sunscreen used for their whole body. So I have made a similar prototype of my sunscreen glove, what I thought they would look like. And basically, so I just grabbed some latex gloves from my work and I got baby wipes because I'm thinking in my mind the absorbent part on the front would be like a baby wipe, similar to that kind of material, and they would be absorbed. The sunscreen would be absorbed in the cloth part of that baby wipe. So they would be packaged, a set, two to a set, um, of the baby wipes or the sunscreen gloves, with the outer part being the latex part, so you're not getting any sunscreen on you. So you just open the package, and then there would be two sets or one set of gloves, one for each hand, both hands. I'm just going to put on the right hand because I'm right-handed, for a demonstration. So that's kind of what it would look like. I just traced my hand to make this. I'm not very creative on how to actually get this together, but this was just my thought of getting the sunscreen part on it, and then you see the latex glove is here, um, and then that would be the sunscreen part of it right there. So my 3-year-old said she would help demonstrate how to use a sunscreen glove, and then of course, in typical 3-year-old fashion, she then refused and ran to her room. So I have her Elsa doll here with me, and Elsa is going to help me demonstrate on how to use the sunscreen glove. So if Elsa was ready to go out and play on a sunny day or get in the pool, to apply the sunscreen, I would just, wipe all the places that you would normally put the sunscreen glove. Close your eyes, close your mouth, get on the ears because those are important, neck, shoulders. And then if she was wearing a swimsuit, obviously get her arms. Good the whole time. So this whole time it's easy for me to apply the sunscreen without making a mess, without getting any chemicals. Obviously tell the child to close their eyes like you would when you're doing normal sunscreen, to make sure you get it all. And it would just be quick and easy. Put it on, turn around, get back of her neck, back of her arms, her back, and her legs, her feet if needed, all of that. Quick and easy. How long did that take? 20 seconds or so. Then, then we're done. We take it off and throw it away. So that's it. So it's much quicker than getting actual sunscreen, getting it ready, pouring it out of the tube, guesstimating how much you need, how much you don't need, or spraying them down. My thought with the sunscreen glove would be that it would, have a ingredient in there that would help it dry quick too, because I know that's a good part with the aerosol can is it dries pretty quick, and the lotion takes a little longer to absorb, so they have to sit out for an extra minute or so, which is a lifetime to a 3-year-old to sit and wait for their sunscreen to dry. And then you throw it away and you're done. You don't have to worry about, like I said, keeping up with it. Did you lose the cap? What happened? They're expensive, so the actual bottles of sunscreen, so you don't ever want to, use it once and then not be able to find it. So the great thing about these, they would just come 2 to a pack, and then you can throw them away when you're done. It would come with a left hand and a right hand. I'm right-handed, so I just use that one for the demonstration. But the left hand, obviously you could use it too. So if this one ran out of sunscreen and it started to dry out or whatever, you could throw on the left hand and start rubbing a kid down with your left hand, or even use it on yourself. You could easily, put the glove on and then just put it on yourself. I didn't want to go through the process of putting it on. But I think this product is very useful because it would be, time saving. You don't, other types of sunscreen is very time consuming. This would save time. It's, if I could figure out how to make these instead of latex be biodegradable, I would love that, because then, you're not causing more harm, more trash and things in the world. Like I said, I'm not a chemist or anything like that, so I don't know what products would do that or not, but that would be great too. But if not, they are, you can throw them away. The latex is recyclable, so you could try to recycle them. But either way, they're still very easy to throw away, and then it's pretty small. So if you have, this glove in a pack that's pretty thin, I know moms, me, myself, I pack the world when we're going to the pool or to the park, pack drinks, you pack snacks, you pack juice, you pack, change of clothes if you need it, you pack your towels, you pack toys, you pack everything. So then adding, the sunscreen in there, it you run out of room very quick. So this would be a very small pack, just put together to throw in, and then you don't have to worry about, remembering everything, because if you pack it all up, once you get it out, you gotta remember to pack it all back up again. That's what I was talking about, losing it. You don't want to, did I leave it at the park, or where did I leave it? So I think it's useful because it's compact. It's very small. It's easy to throw in your bag and then get out. And then I also think it's just useful because it's practical. It, helps make things quicker. It helps, you know, time, everything else, and also it would get the same job done but with less effort. You don't have to, sit there, and when you do lotion, you put it on your hand and you put it here, and then you have to rub it in later. You have to put it flab and then you rub it all in later. This is just takes away a step basically. It's just, I think it's more practical than the lotion. Um, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them if you want to post below on the discussion board. If not, I think I'm done. I believe that I didn't come up with a clever name for it, because I think just sunscreen gloves, self-explanatory name, makes it easy, just call sunscreen. But I didn't come up with any kind of name because I feel like it would defeat the purpose, because it's just can have a simple name. Thank you for watching, and I'm excited to see what all you have come up with. Thanks.